As our cities grow and densify, more and more Canadians are living in multi-unit housing. Due to a variety of factors, residents of multi-unit housing may be less likely to know or trust their neighbors, and may be more likely to feel isolated.
When we're isolated, there's a lot of research that really supports this, is that your physical health and your mental health deteriorates quickly. You lose resiliency. That has a detrimental impact, not only obviously on that person, but the community around them as well.
The solution to this growing isolation and loneliness is deliberately and creatively fostering more social connection.
We know that social connection can be very protective for people. It can provide resources that can help people to weather and be resilient to these phenomena.
The Hey Neighbour Collective brings together stakeholders from across the housing system. These nonprofit organizations, local governments, housing operators, and residents work together to explore ways of building community in multi-unit housing to improve health and well-being. For housing operators interested in building community, conducting resident surveys can be an effective first step. It's one way to find out what kinds of social programs or activities residents are interested in.
The survey is done annually, and there are questions, everything from sort of demographic questions. There are questions around social connection.
But for these communities to flourish, it makes a big difference when housing operators support and encourage residents to connect.
One of the things that Brightside's been able to do is to put in community gardens in some of the spaces, and those have been really successful in terms of connecting people over, the garden beds, who's planting what.
Concert Properties created the Community Connectors program to support volunteer resident leaders in planning social activities and encouraging neighborliness.
So the mural behind me was something that all the residents came, so it was a 3-day event. And it's like paint by numbers. Each resident would come and they were able to paint. So it was really a chance to talk and get to know each other.
That was really cool because you could see people interacting of different ages, different backgrounds. And I got to know some of the residents a little better, so that was really fun.
There are many ways housing operators can help foster community in their buildings. Some examples are supporting resident-to-resident communication and resident-led activities, providing easy access to shared gathering places, or hosting outdoor family-friendly events. Connectedness has huge benefits for residents, making them feel safer, happier, and more resilient. But housing operators also benefit from connected buildings.
Prioritizing the Community Connectors program, or making sure that the residents are happy. As a resident services manager, it makes my life a little bit easier.
And strong communities can also lead to higher staff satisfaction.
One property manager said they could be more human. It's just a happier building. It's easier to manage.
Residents in strong communities have a greater sense of belonging and pride, which can lead to better caretaking of buildings. This can reduce conflict in the building, as well as lower turnover rates.
The worst thing is that they're afraid to go to the rental office because they don't want to let me know that, something happened. If they know that they can come to me and that Concert cares in general, then it's more likely that they'll take care of the suite.
Connected neighbors support each other, reducing conflict and solving problems before building managers need to get involved.
The tenant above had left their tap on and the water had flooded this person's home. She wrote to me and she said, I've never lived somewhere where everybody around me, even people I didn't know, this makes me cry, came out in the middle of the night and helped me move my furniture. And even someone who lived in the building she had never met said, if you need a place to stay tonight, I'll come.
When the community is better connected, they're able to resolve conflicts or problems, that it creates less conflict that building managers need to respond to.
The benefits go beyond physical care of buildings. Strong communities can help housing operators build powerful brand images, improving their market advantage. This can create interest from prospective residents, garner government support, and attract institutional investors.
We do see reduced rates of vandalism and crime in areas where social cohesion is increased. Investing in social programming and caring for their tenants, which translates into higher satisfaction scores, recommendations to family and friends about their building as a desirable place to live.
Some housing operators are partnering with community organizations, while others directly empower residents to connect or lead activities with their neighbors. Many different approaches are possible, all part of a growing movement of building community in multi-unit housing.
It's a fertile space for housing providers to really spark community building and receive sort of the benefits of it as well.
Hey Neighbor Collective housing operator partners like Catalyst Community Developments, Brightside Homes, and Concert Properties are sharing knowledge and best practices with other community partners as they learn how to foster connections with and between residents.